Hello, welcome to Deeper Understanding Tarot. I've changed my setup and I'm trying to record this video with my laptop. I hope it goes well. I hope you can hear me. Anyway, this will be a reading mainly focusing on the Divine Masculine, since I'm a Divine Feminine, and yes, well, it's been a really tough time and I just want to know what's going on. Although I feel like I know what's going on. It's that I feel like I'm connecting with my Divine Masculine a bit more in the, not physically but mentally, and I feel more of his vibes and they're pretty heavy and it's just hard for me to carry around with me. Anyway, I've been in contact with my Divine Masculine, but it's nothing really. I mean, we just talk about, we don't even talk. It's like he sends him, I sent him a message whether he knew a certain book that I wanted to read because I heard of it, and then he replied, "Hey, I'm halfway through that book. Did you already finish reading it?" And then I answered like, "No, I'm about to order it." But I thought it was so funny that I wanted to buy the book that he was reading right now. So I mean, there's all kinds of telepathy going on. And well, and then I replied, and since he asked me something, I replied, and well, then there was no further contact after that. And these kind of things happen all the time. Like he sometimes initiates contact by asking me how my vacation is going, then I answer him, and then there's no reply. And I mean, it just makes me feel bad, actually. I mean, it makes me feel good that he's thinking of me, but it then also makes me feel bad because we had actually planned on spending this summer vacation together, and here I am all alone and I'm doing tarot readings. I mean, that's not something I would have expected. Yeah, I thought I would be like traveling through southern Germany and looking at all the mountains and nice little villages, swimming in lakes, you know, but life is sometimes different from what you expect. So if you're watching this, I'm sure your life is different from what you would have expected as well. And I'm actually really sorry because it's so bad, the feelings we have to go through. But the only thing we can hold on to is that this will bring us to a better place and this will be worth it. I keep telling this to myself, like, it is worth waiting for. Whatever it is that requires so much struggle and so much pain, whatever it is worth waiting for. And I will just keep waiting. I will just keep trying to be better. And if you have time at the end of the video, I'll also talk about something that happened to me at the weekend. But I want to get this reading done first before you all fall asleep. Sorry. Okay, let's see. So what are the Divine Masculines actually thinking about right now? What is on their mind? Let's see. What's on their mind? Okay. I'll pick the cards from the top. Okay, we have, I have to put it this way. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. Oh my god, we have the Ten of Swords. And I'd like to get one more actually. Is this out of focus? Oh, I hope you can see. And the Page of Wands. Well, I like it that we have Wands energy because Wands are promising when it comes to action. Oh, sorry, this is my screen falling asleep. So the Two of Wands. This actually speaks of following your passion, like taking control of the situation and kind of feeling that gut instinct and doing something about it. Like not being afraid to take a certain route. It's like you know that there's something ahead that you want to get to, and you're making efforts to get there. So this is really cool. And actually, I pulled this card for my Divine Masculine earlier as well, and I feel like this dragon has this red dragon symbolizes something. I'm not completely sure what, but I feel like maybe their divine masculines are taming their inner dragon, like they're balancing out all their crazy emotions. I feel like they have crazy sexual drive right now, which is probably overwhelming them since they cannot be with their divine feminine, or they feel like they don't deserve to be around their divine feminine, and I'm pretty sure it's driving them crazy, but maybe they find some way to balance themselves, or yeah, I feel this is something good, something positive. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, and this means holding on. And for some reason, I feel like they are not just holding on to their state. What would you say, status quo? Anyway, they are kind of holding on to what they have, like what they've worked for. They are very reluctant to let anything go from their lives, but at the same time, I feel like they know that this cannot go on like that. I mean, look how desperate it is. I mean, some things you just can't hold on to forever, but I feel like they're gonna hold on to this connection to us. Otherwise, we would never hear from them again, or we would never have like messages coming through telepathically. I mean, you know when someone's gone, and you know when someone's still in your head, right? And this is, we both know that there's this connection still, and it's like they're grasping to all they can because it's so scary to them. But either way, they cannot hold on for that much longer, because look at the Ten of Swords. They are destroyed. And we had the Ten of Swords earlier, and I'm pretty sure that if you are like mentally connected to your divine masculine, you will feel the Ten of Swords. I feel like I've gone through a dozen Ten of Swords moments in just a couple of days. It's just where I completely surrender and I just lie down and say like, God, do whatever you want with me. Just make this stop. I mean, I just can't do it anymore. And it's like, I want to let go. I mean, it's like you let go of everything, but still like the pain doesn't go away. And then you think like, wait, this is not my pain. I mean, I've sorted out my life. I'm doing stuff. I'm being positive. Like, I shouldn't be feeling this way. And you know who's feeling this way? The divine masculine. He's like, really, I mean, it's just so sad. Sorry. I mean, it was just so dramatic. And then I just send good vibes his way, and I try to say like, okay, just open your heart, relax, breathe. You can do this. Just believe in yourself. I try to send him good vibes, and I hope he has to survive. I mean, he was online on WhatsApp this morning, so he is still alive. I'm always happy to see him when he's online, even if he's not replying, because then I think like, oh my God, well, at least he's alive, and as long as he's alive and breathing, and I'm breathing on this planet, then we will find each other. Yeah, I'm turning into this crazy optimist, and like, yeah, I have to be optimistic. We all have to be optimistic. Okay, and then this is actually, this card is really cool. I like the Page of Wands, because pages, guess what pages are? Pages are messengers. Maybe they're very young still, and they're a bit immature, and maybe they are not completely sure how to do things like action wise, but they are this is like good news, or something, the news of something happening, at least something about to happen. And it's funny how they kind of have this dragon, how this dragon is in both of the cards. I feel like something's maturing. It's like the dragon is maturing or something. So some passionate thought, some passionate energy is kind of maturing inside the divine masculine. So they're making plans. I feel like they're making plans, and they're making plans to take action, and also getting into contact. And this contact may be silly, like, yeah, especially if my divine masculine asks me, how's your vacation, when he knows that, well, he should know that I'm sad since we had planned the vacation together and I'm having the vacation on my own. But I mean, him asking, that's his way of maybe saying like, hey, I'm still here, are you still here? And it's immature, you know, it's not something like that we can maybe build a great foundation on, but it's a start. I feel that there's something in the air, there's a start in the air. But overall, I'm pretty sure it's hard for him to have any clear thoughts sometimes, because if he's just lying around like this, and maybe, I don't know if he's crying, or he's just watching TV, or drinking, well, he doesn't drink, but who knows what, distracting himself just to get out of this position. So if you're divine masculine, I feel sorry for them because I can feel how bad it is, and imagine having hurt the person you love that much that you're afraid to return to them. I mean, that's some bad feeling. I mean, we can be happy. I mean, I'm sorry, I always say we. I mean, the divine feminines. We might feel very abandoned and hurt and everything, but I feel like deep inside we know that we did everything we could, and we didn't hurt the divine masculine on purpose. Well, they didn't do that on purpose either. Oh, it's hard to explain. But I don't feel guilty in any way, and I wouldn't. I feel like I have apologized before the separation. I had already. I mean, I feel like I was enlightened much earlier. I was awakened much earlier than my divine masculine. And then even before the separation, I mean, when it was we were in a really bad state, of course, before the separation. But then I already apologized for things, and I was starting to change myself and seeing things differently. But it was too late in a way. I mean, the separation had to happen. I couldn't avoid it. It was just something that has to happen, and it would have to happen so that we would grow, grow, yeah, and reach our full potential. But I'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's what is going on in his head. He's thinking about messaging, but he's the masculine's very upset, holding on to some things that make him feel comfortable. Maybe his favorite hobby or his friends. Still holding on to some things in his life. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna remove my horse. I really love horses, so I thought I'd put it in the reading, but sorry, horse, there's no space for you. Okay, I'm sorry. Why am I being so silly today? I'm not sure what's going on with me. I was devastated this morning, and now I'm just being silly. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'll keep shuffling, and let's see. Okay, how does the divine masculine feel about his divine feminine? I mean, what are his emotions towards the divine feminine? What are his emotions? That's what I'd like to find out. Okay, I'll take the top 4 cards again. Alright, we have Temperance, and we have the 4 of Cups. Oh, we have the 6 of Swords. Alright. And we have the 8 of Swords. Wow, a lot of Swords energy. And what's the bottom of the deck? Oh, but we have the King of Wands. So they would like to be the king. They would like to be this king or their queen. And they feel that they need more balance. And they do feel like this is the divine feminine, that this is the person that could bring balance into their life. And they feel like there has been this imbalance before. Like they weren't able to give or receive love maybe, and they feel like they want that now. They want this give and take. This is like a twin flame card, really. I feel like they really know that this partnership, once they've healed completely, will be in perfect balance, and that's what they feel. But then they have the 4 of Cups. It's basically being sad about the past and being disappointed about things that happened. I mean, they're still dealing with all the things that have happened. But they're very emotional right now. I just see them being super emotional and I feel like they have the divine feminine as this perfect angel in their headspace, in their heart and in their head. They just see that she, or he, anyway, the feminine is perfect for them, and that they see how well she's been looking after herself and how adorable she is. But I feel like they're disappointed in themselves. Like but they know. They feel they want to move away from all the troubled times. So the 6 of Swords speaks of moving to a brighter horizon, to calmer seas. It's like they're moving forward. They are moving, like emotionally they're moving towards the positivity again. They want to get out of the 10 of Swords, and even look in their heart, they feel so, with the 8 of Swords, they are surrounded by negative thought patterns. They are stuck in really bad emotions. They're still stuck in there, but they're willing to move out of it. They're willing, and with these pages, I feel like they're really trying to find a way to get out, like liberating themselves. I feel like they need to liberate themselves somehow. They don't want to be disappointed in themselves all the time. Okay, I'll get some more cards about how they see the connection to the divine feminine. What are their hopes? Their hopes for the connection. Their hopes for the connection. And this is mid-August now. Hopes for the connection to the divine feminine. What are their hopes for the connection? Okay. Take the first top cards again. Wow. We have the Hierophant, King of Cups. Oh, this is amazing. The Emperor. Oh, wow. And the Moon. Oh, wow. This is crazy. I love it. I love it. And I love it that we have Major Arcana cards. Their hopes for this connection are so honest and high because, oops, sorry. This is the Hierophant speaks of like it could be like the marriage card, but it's definitely stability and wisdom and learning and becoming like a teacher or becoming spiritually enlightened and knowing that this is a divine connection. And they have these great hopes that once you get back together, that's it. That will be the connection for a lifetime. It's meant to be, you know, no matter what religion, what background, it's a blessed connection. And this is amazing, this card. I love it. And then we have the King of Cups. So this is a very emotionally stable person and lots of love, and they really hope that they can find this peace within their emotions, that they can find this pure love, and that no matter what's happening around them, that they will be stable, and they will not hurt the divine feminine anymore. They will not hurt themselves anymore. They will wear this crown, and they will be sitting there with dignity and this full cup. Like they have this full cup in their hand. They're willing to give love, and there's no end to what they can give. I mean, he has enough. He's sitting like at this lake of emotions. He has all the love to give. And that's what they're hoping for. And here, the Emperor is also a very confident person, and I love this card because somehow this bird has this orb, and I feel like this orb has something to do with like seeing the future or having a premonition or this sort of wisdom. And the Emperor is so confident because he has this wisdom or something. He knows what's gonna be in the future. I feel like the divine masculines already know that this will happen at some point. They just don't know how yet, but deep inside I feel they are confident that this is a connection that's going to last. It's going to be there, and it's going to affect them all their lives. It's going to be that one connection, that one special connection. Very great. And I love this as well, because the moon speaks of like intuition and something maybe not seen physically yet, but they hope that, I mean, I feel like the love and everything and the wisdom is already there in the divine masculine, but it still has to kind of come out of this, out of the night into the daylight in a way. So I feel like, again, with the full moon, I feel like with this new moon that we had, it was such strong energy that we're working always towards the full moon, and I really, really hope that the divine masculines will gain some confidence, and then towards the full moon they will have reached some more stability so that they can reach out and that they believe that they can handle this connection from now on. So that's all from this tarot deck, and I really love this tarot. I don't know, I'm addicted to this tarot deck. The Crystal Visions Tarot. I mean, it's so pretty. Oops. Yeah, so that was just a description card coming out. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck we had the Six of Pentacles, so give and take. This is also a card of balance, and sixes also represent true love. Yes, and they see the divine feminine as this beautiful, abundant feminine, and she has so much to give. She is so prosperous in a way. She has all the pentacles around her, and they also want to give. They don't want to have this feeling of not being enough and lacking something, and they just want to reach this. They want to be just as good as the feminine. That's what I'm getting from this. So I hope that's been helpful. But then again, what can we do? Let's see, what would I like? I'd like some oracle cards. I really like my Earth Magic oracle cards. They're nice. Because as I said before, I don't just love horses, I also love rabbits. And if there's a rabbit on the cover, I'm already sold. So it's easy, so easy to sell things to me. Oh man, sorry. I mean, the divine feminists might be enlightened, doesn't mean they can't be silly as well, right? Okay, so let's see. I'd like an oracle card for, like, let's say, what is like the core of our, what is at the core of our union energy right now? I mean, what could be said about the future unions? I'm sure these unions are going to happen, and I feel like they've already happened. I mean, I can tell you this, if anyone's still watching, because it's super long already. I actually married my divine masculine in my dreams in the 5D on the, what was that again? Was that the Lionsgate? Yeah, the night towards the Lionsgate portal, there was this crazy thunderstorm, and I was camping, and I was in a tent, and I thought I was gonna be struck by lightning. I was scared to death, although I always thought, okay, I'm no longer afraid of death, because I know once I die, I basically will run into my divine masculine's arms, and that will be fine. But suddenly, then my human self was so scared of the lightning, and it was so bright. And but anyway, I managed to kind of meditate and fall asleep, and in that moment I got this, well, I just met my masculine, and then we got married that night, in my head at least, or wherever we were, in whatever dimension. So since then, it's so weird. I mean, I'm single, and I'm not really in contact with my divine masculine, but since then I feel like, okay, I'm a married woman now. It's ridiculous, but I guess that's how I feel. And it's good to know that there might be other peoples out there that feel the same. And I have listened to other readings, and many readings start like this. Let me tell you, I think it was Erica Hippie Tarot. It was so cool. She started, was it her or someone else? Oh, I'm sorry if I'm confusing the readers. I do listen to some readers sometimes. And then she said, first message I got from Spirit was this: you are not crazy. And I thought, like, well, I hope not. I really hope not. You're not crazy. Well, I feel like we're all a bit crazy, but it's not a bad thing. But when it comes to this connection, we're definitely not crazy, because this is it. This is it. This is what love is about. I mean, couldn't get better than this. So that's what I believe. Okay, here we go. Here's our oracle card. Enough chit chat. Here we go. Yes! Oh my god! Love this oracle. Look at this. The blessings card, rainbow. And you know what, I mean, I'm sure you all have a special connection to rainbows, right? Because I certainly do. Oh my god, what is it, 23 minutes? Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. There's so much to talk about these rainbows. I've had beautiful rainbow moments waking up with my divine masculine when we were still together. And, well, it's a bit emotional, but I guess I'm already talking so much about our connection these days. But I was pregnant for a while, but I lost the baby anyway, and I always think that it was a rainbow child anyway. It was so perfect that it was not meant to be born, and it was like, yeah, so I'll shuffle some other deck for a moment. You know what I mean. Anyway, the rainbow, they have certain meanings, okay? So, the Latin word for rainbow is Regina. So if I had gotten this baby, which I thought, well, would have been a girl, I think, then I would have called her Regina with a second name, I think, because it's a pretty name, I feel. Regina. Anyway, since then, every time I see a rainbow, I think of that. And anyway, whatever happened, every child is a blessing, no matter whether it's born or not. So having the experience of having life inside of you is like a blessing. And when I get this blessing cards, I feel like some of us will be blessed with this miracle once again. I feel like there is this chance of reuniting and being blessed, whether it's a child or whether it's a perfect job or whether it's a nice home or good friendship or reconciling with a family situation. This union will bring blessings into our lives. There will be blessings. So that's all this is what all this pain is for, that we will be blessed. Yeah, that's what I believe. So I love this card. Then next. Okay, here we go. Love messages. This is the whispers of, what is it called? Always get this. Oh, here we go. Whispers of love. And it really is a love oracle, because every time I pull a card, it makes so much sense, because love always makes sense. Have you noticed that when you approach things with love and from a perspective of love, I feel like love is universal. Okay, what am I saying? Anyway, this is so nice, these cards and the messages. So let's see how many cards we get. Let's get some love messages for our union with our divine masculine. Oh my god, yes, this one. I like it so much. I actually pulled this twice in a row in the past 3 days for myself. And it says, actions speak loudly. It's like, express your love through your actions. And there's this wonderful bird, and oh, this is such a pretty card. I feel like this is really the time where we will feel like the divine masculine will reach out to us, and there will be some sort of action, or we will be guided to take action. I also think that maybe we'll reach this point where it's so unbearable to not like, reach out to our divine masculine, that the divine feminine will reach out to the divine masculine, but then we will have to be guided to do that, right? We will have to feel that it's right and that it's okay, and we shouldn't act out of fear or anything. We should be confident in that that's our truth. If that's our truth, then we should act upon it. But I really feel like this is the time when we will start moving. I feel this movement, and we start soaring like the birds. Will start flying. We'll start doing things in the physical. We will maybe, yeah, we will just do something, not just sit in our beds and cry and watch tarot videos. No, we will maybe stop watching these videos and just take like this one last message, and then we will just say like, this is it, I can do it on my own now, I can do this now, I'm blessed and I'm confident. So that's what I'm hoping for, at least. Okay, I'll get one more. So overall I feel it's been a positive reading. I feel the readings get better and better the longer we wait on this journey. It's like, it feels like it's time that something is, that everything falls into place. Everything is gonna fall into place sooner or later. Okay, I'll get one more card for us. Let's see this one. What is this one? It says, oh, okay. Look at your patterns and relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Well, that's very straightforward. I think this speaks to some of us, maybe not all of us, but I feel like some of us might have been quite codependent and maybe thinking that this relationship is the only thing that matters, and that we're falling into some weird behavioral patterns. But the truth is that we alone are enough for ourselves. I know it's crazy when you miss your divine masculine like hell, but still, it's like we need to not fall back into the old way we've been. Like, even if our divine masculine reaches out and we get back together, really think about what you want from life, what your purpose is, how you'll reach your purpose, how you'll be happy in the long run, and don't just fall back into like neediness or trying to do anything to please the divine masculine, so, and being scared that he might leave again or anything. We don't have to be scared. We know that we're the best together. We will always be together, no matter what. So don't worry about. Don't be afraid of of starting a completely new way of having a relationship, because this relationship is different from everything we've known anyway. So be open about exploring what this relationship could be. And yeah, that's how I would interpret this card. Yeah. Anyway, I'm happy this blessings card came out. What else do I have? Let's see. I think I want one more. Oh yeah, this is great. I will finish the reading with this one, the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. I'll just have to shuffle a bit. I think I want to, and I usually read from the book with this one. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see that I don't miss a card. No, I have all the cards. Yeah. Oh, it's getting dark here. It's a bit dark when I record with my laptop. I hope it was fine for you guys. Okay. Okay, I'll finish with this. Let's get one card from this. Oh, this one. Oh no, not again. Well, what can I say? This one. The resting tree, it says patience and stillness, and I don't even have to read about it, but well, obviously it's self-explanatory. It's like, don't freak out when things are moving slow. Keep resting, especially in this time where we're going through all these different energies. Take care of yourself, get enough sleep, go outside, get enough exercise, and just don't overreact. I mean, don't get angry or anything. Some good things take time. So, unfortunately, we got the resting tree once again. But I guess the cards are being very sensible. Sensible cards. Yes, we should rest. We should rest. Yeah, we deserve some rest. I mean, we're doing some hard work, some hardcore emotional work. And we're finding our life purpose, which is also hard work, because there's so many things we could do. Yeah. Anyway, that was a weird ending. Just taking a rest. Okay. Oh, there was one card I wanted to show you. Actually, how will I find this card? Anyway, there's this one card in the Whispers of Love tarot which says you are limitless. And I thought I would pull it today, but I didn't. And I mean, I'm not gonna do any more for this reading, so if you need to go, you can go. But there's one story I still wanted to tell you about the weekend if you want to listen to it. Let me just find the You Are Limitless card. Where is it? Forgiveness? No. I never pulled that card. Forgiveness. Okay, I'll start talking. Anyway, I do dancing, and I was at a dance workshop this weekend, and we had to do some exercises, and then the instructor said we should do a plank. And first we just did like a minute or 2 minutes, and that was already painful. And I do have some core strength, but planking, I mean, everybody that's tried it, and if you're not trained very well, then it's going to be quite painful. But I remember that I had pulled this card earlier which said you are limitless. And then the instructor said, okay, the last challenge of the workout was like, let's do a 5-minute plank, all of you, like all of the team. And if one person drops down, then we all start over again. So we have to make it through the 5 minutes. And I'm sure you can do it. You will do this 5-minute plank. Just don't give up. So if you need to go from planking on your forearms and on your feet, then planking to like resting on your knees but most of us stayed in one position, and then it was really painful after 3 minutes of planking. I mean, the sweat was like dripping from my nose, and I was really tearing up because I was so exhausted, and I just wanted to hold on. But then I thought about my divine masculine and this twin flame journey. I thought, like, come on, don't be stupid. You can go through this twin flame journey, which is much harder than a 5-minute plank, and you don't give up on that, do you? You don't give up that easily. And it made me hold on, although I was completely destroyed. It made me hold on. I mean, my whole body was shaking. It's like when your muscles just can't give anymore, but you just refuse to give up. And it was like something just popped in my mind, and it just said, like, you are limitless. Like, you can push yourself, and this journey is pushing you to limits because you think your limit is a 2 or 3 minutes plank, but your limit is probably not even 5 minutes plank. If you really wanted to, you could probably plank for 7-8 minutes, and with training even more. I mean, the sky's the limit, and you just don't know because no one's ever pushed you to your limit. Like, there's been no situation in life that was that rough that you had to change something about yourself, or that you had to change the way you behave. Or so I feel like this journey is just showing us what we're capable of. We're capable of forgiving things we never thought we could forgive. We're capable of surviving like heartache that we never thought we could, and we're starting to love the small things in life again. I mean, there's so many things that happen to us. I mean, everyone has their individual journey, but I feel like we really, I can't even find the card right now. Sorry, I've been looking for it, but apparently the more I talk about it, the less I can find this card. It's weird. Yeah, I can't find the limitless card anymore. It's gone. Sorry. Anyway, what I want to end with, oh, and I'm going to end with my dolphins as well here. It's like there is no limit to what we can achieve, and I just keep going. And you know, you're strong, otherwise you wouldn't be on this journey anymore. You would have thrown the towel a long time ago. And after all this effort, there's no turning back. I feel it's just our opportunity to grow stronger and better and be proud of being the best, very best and strongest version of yourself. And that alone should make you happy at some point. And as we know, I mean, I haven't gone into union yet, but as we know from others that have gone into union, once you are so happy with yourself and with what you've achieved, then the divine masculine or your divine partner will just come knocking on your door really quickly anyway. Because there's just this magnetism, right? Okay, I think this has been a bit long. I'm sorry. Thank you if you've watched this to the end and you've been bearing with me. And anyway, thanks for subscribing and liking, commenting. I feel very happy about people being like open to listening to all this, and I feel like this exchange of energies is really beautiful, and it's great. So thank you again, and take care, everyone. Bye.